All right, welcome back, Shadowverse Worlds Beyond fan. We're entering round 3 right now of a lobby tournament. I am playing Spellboost Rune. It is a pretty standard deck list, nothing really too crazy. Up against another Runecraft deck, so most likely pretty similar variant. I do have a bit of experience in this matchup now, which is New Brew. Obviously, I always keep that in my opening hand. Sage Light Teachings, I'm pretty much always fine with. Anna Greya, always good. William, I'm not sure about the William in the mirror. I'm not sure, so I think I'll mull that one away. Quone is pretty solidly good, so I think that was an all right trade. Alrighty, so in this video, everybody, we will finish out this tournament. If you caught the last video, it was absolute insanity on every level. The first match was, I literally died to an Owlbear top deck against an opponent with 0 cards in hand, and I had 100%, basically 100% complete control over the match, and they left that one Super Evolution top decked into the Owlbear, and we lost. It was absolutely, completely ridiculous. And round 2 was kind of equally ridiculous if you go back and watch it. So we are, unfortunately, 0-2. I'm sorry to tell you. Wish I could be bringing you some 2-0 gameplay, but it is what it is. We'll still try to do our best here and see where we can end up in this tournament. I was also kind of ranting a bit in the last couple games about, you know, some of my feelings about Shadowverse just in general. I am starting to feel pretty negative about the game. I'm going to be honest. And it is kind of funny because it's like it's not really for the reasons that I feel like most people are negative about the game. Do we really even need to use this bonus play point to Anna Greya here? We'll just use the 5/5 to kill the 2/2. We won't really have anything to do next turn. Let me go ahead and show my spell boost for everybody. It's at 0. They're going to have 5 mana next turn. They may end up playing an Anna Greya potentially. Curve on this hand that I have is just kind of basically just not weird. I'm going to go for the heal. I know this probably looks weird. Maybe it's a mistake. I'm not sure, but like, for example, if they Anna Greya us, then, you know, we trade the 5/5s to kill the 2/2, and then if they don't evolve it, then we get to our 6 kills or 4/4. And then even if they evolve it, still basically just an even trade. It's an even 1-for-1, and we both use an evolution point, so yeah, look at that. They're not going to evolve. Look at this turn, everybody. Am I a genius, everybody? This did work out pretty well. We're going to, since our play point's going to refresh, we're going to go ahead and end up using it here. And yeah, we're going to be left with a 6/2. We did have to burn 1 evolution point. They did not burn an evolution point, so kind of down on that a little bit. Go ahead and make sure we use that final mana. So we're going to have 4. They've got 4. It's just super even right now. Now, the one thing always, I feel like one of the #1 keys in this mirror match is you got to get that early dimension climb. And, well, look at our hand. We didn't get the early dimension climb. That's not good. Early Burgant also evolved in the mirror match, in my opinion, is absolutely huge. And we also do not have access to an early Burgant. We are going to get this early Quone. The 6 is going to trade perfectly here. That's actually, this is actually a really strong turn for us, I feel like. But the fact that we didn't get to draw the dimension climb, I do feel like the Runecraft player who gets, you know, let's say they just have it in their starting hand. In fact, maybe I have to mulligan more aggressively for that opening starter hand dimension climb. I don't know. Because I feel like it does often kind of come down to which player can basically, for example, you know, who can set up that 0 mana dimension climb, setting up for that ruler victory with the 0 mana dimension climb. Really important potentially, I feel like. I think Runecraft has 2. I would say like maybe we're in really good shape here, but Runecraft has just so many options. William, if they William us, you know, they could potentially, I don't think they have a, yeah, they have a board clear because of the Burgant and the Anna Greya. They could use a Quone, that would be totally fine. In fact, it'd be really strong against us. So, you know, even Norman. Flames of Chaos. Oh, okay, double. That's pretty interesting. I still haven't really felt like that card's been really that great. I'm open to the idea, but all right, we really need to draw into something interesting, hopefully. But I'm guessing nothing too crazy is gonna happen, so I am actually gonna engage that first. Play another Witch's New Brew. We could potentially end up hitting into some Lilanthem action here, which would be potentially kind of crazy. So yep, ended up not really having a whole lot. We are going to get to play this Burgant with an evolution, which is going to be really nice. Like I said, I still think that's really strong in the mirror matchup. All right, there comes the Quone. It's probably going to be a William from us, I think, here. So yeah, everybody, I am feeling pretty, it's funny, you know, pretty negative about the game, but, you know, everybody else thinks this is the worst game in the world because of the monetization, you know, and it's kind of hilarious because, you know, I literally don't think there's any problem with monetization at all, you know. In fact, I think it's quite generous. This is a fully free-to-play account. I could build all 3 of the best decks in the game right now, depending on what you think is the best deck. I mean, I'd say Roach, Runecraft, and Swordcraft probably. Maybe if you want to throw Abysscraft in there, then there's 1 deck out of the 4 that I can't craft. And I have tons of excess. You know, I might even be able to do the entire Abysscraft deck at this point. I have so many resources saved up. By the way, yep, I'm not really feeling good about this match. I'm gonna go ahead and this is gonna be really sad. 0-3. I have a feeling we're gonna lose this match. Reason being that they're gonna be the one who gets that early Dimension Climb off. In fact, they may even Dimension Climb this turn. Okay, homework time. They've probably got a pretty stacked hand. Assuming that they drew into the Dimension Climb early, which is, you know, very likely. They've probably got a really low Dimension Climb. We finally just hit, and now we hit 2, which is kind of useless. We haven't hit any of our draw, which we really needed. Actually needed to hit a Norman or some of the draw to kind of just sort of get something going here. Burgant still I don't feel like is that great here. I'm gonna end up just pitching one of these demonic calls out of my hand. Don't. There's no point in playing the 0 mana one. Then I still save the Burgant for at least, you know, 1 more turn to try to get a little bit of value out of it when I end up evolving it. They're getting a ton of value out of that 1/1. Like I said, I think that's another one of the things that's really strong. So they had a really strong early play with the Burgant, getting the evolution. I think it's crazy good in the mirror match. Very likely this is, I can almost guarantee you, this is going to end up being the Dimension Climb turn. Oh, yep, it was. And they had the 13-13. Oh, well, they didn't even need it. So there you go. So that's another way you can win. I guess I should have actually Sage Light Teaching, so I did screw up, but I think it was kind of lost, everybody. All right, I'll come back and we'll bring you one final round here, everybody, for those interested in seeing this action. Maybe I'm not killing at this tournament and playing the best, but hey, these are genuine lobby tournament matches. Everybody's fighting their hardest, so hopefully it's worth watching to a few people out there. We'll come back for the final round here in a minute. All right, everybody. Well, actually, it looks like that's going to end up being the end of the video for this time. We have won our 4th match. Look at us. A perfect, flawless victory because our opponent dropped out. Everybody, we'll be back next week, likely playing the same deck. I am thinking about switching over to Roach at some point and trying out some Roach gameplay, but I do have a lot of experience with a spell boost deck, so you would think I'd be able to do well with it, but so far, I don't know. But anyways, everybody, we will be back. Tune in again next week if you want some more lobby tournament action. This is like my favorite thing in the game is these lobby tournaments. You know, there's actually some stakes. Everybody's trying hard. And even though we haven't been doing so great in them recently, we're going to keep trying, keep improving. I want to take down one of these lobby tournaments very badly and get that 1st place. It's something I feel like I have to do no matter what. If I move on from this game, I have to get one of 1st place in these lobby tournaments, I feel like. And again, it's my favorite thing about the game. So they're just the most fun thing to play for me. So subscribe if you want to see more of this type of action and gameplay. Go ahead and hit a like on the video, comment if you want to, whatever. And I will see you in the next video, everybody.